please subscribe. Hello, I'm going to do a little experiment. So today we are going to do something similar to what I did in my mica video a year ago, but I'm going to do it a tad bit different. So in here, I already have my resin made. This is the Platinum Plus Ultra Clear. It's a 2-to-1. And I'm going to put a little bit in each cup. This is where I'm going to put my mica powder and a little bit of some white paste and alcohol. So I'm going to see if I can figure out something new. Now my resin has been sitting out for about 15 minutes, so it is a little bit on the warm side. I don't need very much resin in these cups because this is going to be just the color, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pour in some of these. Now, I'm pouring them shallow because this already has resin in. So as I'm dumping them in, it's going to start to fill up the little crevices. So I obviously don't want to overfill, as I will be adding more resin to that. I think we'll go with this one. This one will be pretty. Trying to pick sizes that people would like as pendants to wear. And my favorite is this one. And I think we'll do this one. Now what happens? So I'm going to start with the Just Resin Bora Bora. Okay. Now, because I barely have any resin in my cups, I mean, I want to scrape this as much as possible. Okay. Get another stick and put the cap back on that. So now I think what we're going to do is the Gulf Blue from KP Pigments. It's another really pretty blue. These pastes do have a tendency to really stir them because, especially if they've been sitting in the jar too long. And because, again, I don't have very much resin in the cup, I want to scrape almost all of it. Okay. And I think we're going to do the mica powder. It's called Tail Feather. And I'm barely going to do so. Like that much. That's it. I am going to do, I think I will do the KP Pigments instead of this one, which is the Swamp Green. It's a very, very pretty color. like I'm doing, wiping most of everything off the stick. And there we go. Okay, so these are the colors I'm going to choose. So what I need to do is I need to add just a tad bit of the white. I was thinking, you know what? I think what I'm going to do instead is use the Let's Resin white alcohol because it already has alcohol ink. I'm just going to do 2 drops right now. So I don't want the color to change very much. I just need to get enough to where it's going to be hopefully doing what I want it to do. Okay. Perfect. 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 Okay. So I'm going to set this aside. Now, I do have 99% alcohol, so I am going to be using that in here. Okay, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see where that gets us. Put my alcohol over here. Now the alcohol you can get on Amazon. Now I need to use one of these as a tester because we're going to see if it floats, okay? So which one? I think maybe this one. We're looking to see if it's going to start spreading. And that will tell us if we need more alcohol or not. And I think we do. So I'm going to do 5 more in each. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see. It's a little bit better. I may need to do 10 more drops. I think that's what I'll do. So now we're going to be at 20 drops in each. So 1, 2, I'm gonna hurry up because I don't want my resin to start. Okay, so, yeah, I think more, actually. I'm just going to put a bunch in this time. I'm not even going to count them because I feel like my resin's about to get to no point of return. Oh, much better. Much better. I can already see it spreading. So I think that's the key. It's just not even counting. And just pouring. That light blue almost needs more. It's still not quite as much as what I wanted it to do. And yeah. And then what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to add a little bit more of the Let's Resin sinker. Just 2 more drops in each. So that was a total of 4 drops in each. And you don't even have to do drops. You can, you know, sprinkle it wherever. Okay, so we got that one completely done. Let's do this color. And let's just do something a little bit different. This. Okay, let's do this color, which is that light blue. Really mix that extra white I put in there. Do you see why I don't want to, I want to keep them shallow because we're adding more resin in. Okay, got that done. So now we're going to do the last one. I'm just sprinkling it. No rhyme or reason. I just really like the different blues, especially it's getting to be, it's summertime. And okay, so now that we got all of our colors in, I am going to just okay, so we're just going to leave them now as is, and we're going to let them cure, and we'll figure out, we'll see what happens. Now, I think on just one or two, just out of curiosity, I'm going to put some sinker in. So this is just to see what happens, okay? See if it does anything. I'm not going to do it to all, because obviously this is an experiment. And if it doesn't work out, I obviously don't want it to ruin all of them. So, and we'll do this one. That's just the 99% alcohol is what I'm doing it. Just curious to know what it does. And I think we'll do one of just no white, but just adding more alcohol on top. So we can have different experiments happening at the same time. I think that's enough. Okay. I'm going to leave it alone, walk away, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so we are back, and it is completely done. I am really excited. So let's go ahead and do the sample one. They are a little bit soft still, but I am very impatient. Wow, that's really pretty. Wow. Oh, I love it. I love the sparkles. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now I'm really excited to see the rest. Okay, we're going to put this one aside for right now. So this one I put alcohol in. So gosh, you can't really see it, but it's sparkly. Interesting. Okay, Let's move it on. So these two, I had added the alcohol. This one you can actually see a little bit of the design. Okay. This one I don't believe I added the alcohol. That one's pretty. But there's not much of a design in there at all. So I'm curious to know what these are going to look like. Okay. This one. Very careful. That one's pretty. Can't really see it in the camera. There's a little bit designed though on the back, but man, that sparkle really came through. Is that not crazy? But yeah, it's not much of a design. That's such a bummer. Okay. Let's move on to, you know what? This one I'm going to keep because it's not even done. So these two I'm actually going to let sit a little bit longer, and before I demold. For you guys it'll be a few seconds, but these are done. So I'm curious to know if putting the white on the back, there was the back, and yeah, not liking it. Not liking it at all. Look at that. Okay, well, not impressed. Let's go with the last one. I'm afraid this one's going to be just like that one. So I may have to do this again, but with the Let's Resin. The 1-to-1. Again, this is just the 2-to-1. So I'm definitely going to try this again. And yeah, not impressed at all. It's almost like the white just went to the sides. See if I can fix the zoom. Yeah. Not too crazy about that. So definitely these are a bust. I'm thinking this is going to be a bust. Yeah. This one's gonna be a bust no matter what because I totally ruined it. But yeah, not very much. And this one is still, I'll have to let that cure a little bit more and then I will demold it. But the great thing is this is all cleanable. See, it just literally, it's going to peel right off. So you don't have to worry about your molds being ruined because everything is removable. But I have a feeling this will come out way better in the 1-to-1 resin. I was hoping that this would do good. Now, I could always try next time with this resin, doing it with the white paste versus the Let's Resin sinker. I think that might actually make a difference. But yeah, I mean, you could sort of see what this is going to turn out to be, and I could tell you right away just by seeing the white on the sides, I'm not going to like it. It's going to look crappy. So anyways, well, a few of these were okay. This one I really actually like. I think this is the best out of them all. Just because of, you know, that little area. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the bottom. This almost looks like ocean waves a little bit. This one definitely is the prettier one. Not the rest. So back to drawing board, but thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And till next time, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. And also the alert, because I don't really have a set schedule. I've just been very busy in life in general. I have a charity I'm doing tomorrow. We're raising funds to the homeless in Phoenix. So that's really exciting. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. And until next time, bye-bye.